And we continue on the carnival scene. We continue on the calypso scene this morning. And I do have with me Winston Scarborough, the original de Fosto himself. And what a very appropriate song to basically start this segment with, simply because he is singing about the woes that Trinidad has, pan players have, mass people have, the many woes, all the different types of woes that we do have. And sung in typical, it's not this oh gosh, we're worrying sort of sound and blah. It's, yeah, you know, in an upbeat fashion, which is so, you know, de Fosto, if you know de Fosto's music. Good morning to you, sir. Happy New Year to you.
Well, good morning to you, my dear, and good morning to CTV. Good morning to all the staff here. And it's a pleasure and a privilege to be in your company this morning, Leah, I must say.
Thank you so much. I know I saw you yesterday when you brought the song for me, so I had to listen to it. It was the first time I heard it, actually. How long you just released it?
Yes, that was done in about 3 days' time.
Okay.
3 days. It was done in the studio, Sunset Recording Studio, Dr. Leston Paul, the magician of music.
Brilliant.
So you see how the song come out so nice. Yeah. I mean, everybody hear the song for the very first time. It's like hypnosis. It just impact your spirit. And that is what is beautiful about music.
Tell us what the song is about.
Well, the song is about the historical development of an art form, more so specifically or significantly between pan and calypso. Pan and calypso is like husband and wife. They call them twin brothers, you know, because we started the whole journey from ever since then in the 40s. You know, when there was mass and all them different things, and pan, steel band clash, riots, and when Calypsonians used to be singing in little shacks all over the place for small money, a dollar to come in, and things like that. So we have really paved the way for culture to reach this point that it has reached in our history. So the title, the song is Sacrificial Lambs. That gives you an indication as to the time we spend in this art form. And we should be now worthy of a true place in our society as a country, because pan cannot be arguing all the time and cannot be not treated properly all the time, not calypso and all. Because you see now for Carnival 2017, you're going to have a shift in paradigm in terms of what is going to take place at the Dimanche Gras and at Panorama. I don't know if it's going to be continued, that money that they're supposed to take out of the pan from $1,000 to $500, I don't know if that stay or stand. So I'm waiting to see if they're going to remove that. So I'm going to make a plea to Dr. Rowley this morning at the right time.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you mentioned Calypso as well, and changes that are happening with respect to the Calypso competitions. We had Brother Resistance on with us yesterday from Tuco, the president, and he was talking to us about some of those changes. Some of that is the monies that now the winner, the monarch, is going to be getting. It's from 1 million, it's gone down to 800,000. They're looking for corporate intervention as well, corporate businesses, you know, to come in and basically help out whichever way they can, which is, I know sometimes it's like pulling teeth. But what is your view on that? Well, from the 1 million to now the 800,000?
Well, I don't think you're going to be just pulling teeth. You know, I think you're going to be pulling out teeth, because we are in a financial, I don't want to say crisis, but in a financial situation. I mean, we always have to take that when our belts have to be tightened. Because when it comes to pan and calypso, we have to always tighten the belt for whatever perhaps administration perhaps is vying to get into office, or the case might be. And having said that, if oil and gas were to go up to $250 a barrel, US, you see how far gone? If it was to go up to that, the belt's going to be still tight. We're not going to get no kind of grace period. We're not going to get nothing more. Everything going to be the same and the same, because when it was 160 something, they tell me tighten my belt. So right now my belt's so tight that I ain't breathing right. Everything, the belt's so tight. So we have to find a way to slacken these belts and never put culture in this kind of jeopardy. You cannot do that to these two particular very important aspects of our culture. I mean, you have chutney, you have soca, you have mass, pan, and calypso. But the two entities that started this journey is pan and calypso. And if pan and calypso start a journey like that and get the world aware into what we have experienced over the years. You cannot at this point in time in the history of the nation tell the pan people we're going to take $500 off of your $1,000, and $1,000 is really literally nothing. You had to add to that. We cannot use the financial crisis or burden to jeopardize pan and calypso any further than we have done. So we have to be able to do something to make sure pan people feel comfortable. Make sure they are comfortable. Make sure the Calypsonians are comfortable. I mean, we're going to hold on to what they say, we money going down, so we have to tighten the belt. We always hear that part. But the big people don't tighten the belt much. You know? Them always going good. But we, the small people, we have to always tighten the belt to satisfy somebody, to satisfy a situation, to satisfy the position that we find ourselves in as a people.
What do you also think, because I know it's a big cut from 1 million to 800,000, but what do you also think, there are also some other changes with the Monarch competition as well. I know that you're going to be at Fiesta. I know that you're not going to miss that. So we are going to see you at the semi-finals at Calypso Fiesta at Skinner Park. But there's also 12, instead of 12 competing Monarchs, it's now going to be 15 at the Monarch final, at that final on Dimanche Gras night, and there are only one song. So there was a year when we did have the one song. Yes. They went back to the two songs, and now they're back to the one song. What's your view on that, though? With the 15, it's been increased to 15, and now it's one song. And whatever you sing at the semis, you also have to, there are no drum bops. A bomb drop.
No bomb dropping at all.
You have to
what
sing.
You sing in semifinals, you have to sing at the finals.
You have to sing, yes. So what's your view on that?
Well,
how do you feel about that?
That could be argumentative, because if you sing something at the semi-final, okay, and that song perhaps would have gotten you to the finals. What is important here is that a Calypsonian, especially say like a person like a Chalky, a Choglas, who does just pull out a bomb out of his hat whenever he so desire, and for a Calypsonian to lose that opportunity to be able to change the tune for the night at the competition level, it's kind of unfortunate, but that is the rules now. People vote on that. Everybody hand went up. Some people popped to one. So people vote on that. So as a result of that, we have to go with that. So I already make up my mind already, because I had so much songs I could have chosen from, right? But now the one song thing, where you have 15 Calypsonians plus the defending champion,
yeah.
And I think in some way, because I don't want to be politically correct, so in some way, I think it helps other artists who perhaps might have never had an opportunity to get on a stage and be able to perform 15 people singing songs. I think it gives them an opportunity, it gives them a space, and that is the vote that was taken, and democracy reigns or rules. And I understand that. I was at the meeting on Saturday last, and you know, everybody share a point of view, make a statement, and so forth. I mean, Michael Osuna made very valid points too on that particular morning, as the case might be. And
you want to share a couple of those that he said?
Well,
quickly.
Well, yes, he spoke about how Calypso have found itself in a situation as this one that we found ourselves in. And we always have to wait for either somebody to say, to do this for Calypso or to do that for Calypso, and the Calypsonians now have to remove from 7, which Mr. De Silva, the chairman of the NCC, who wanted that part of the journey to take place. And I guess maybe he might have been influenced by other forces to get that part right. But you know, Kaiso and Calypsonian, when they get in a meeting, no way, we can't go back to 1944. We're in 2017. So you cannot dissect by subtracting. You got to add. You cannot go back. We in 2017, you can't say 8, you either say 10, but now the Calypsonians say we were 15. So, and Osuna made that point very strongly concerning whether if that is the right move to make. And then eventually he said, no what, I don't, the one thing, you know, however it can it swing, and he, you know, gets a lot of kudos on that day when he make his point measured by all the things that was examining on that particular morning at the Calypso meeting.
Well, you know what they say, that the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so we'll find out post Dimanche Gras how it really went, whether it worked, whether there need to be changes, because, you know, I think it always needs to be tweaked. There always need to be, you know, something to get the best out of that situation. We are out of time. To get the best out of a competition, to get the best out of this. I mean, this is something that we grew up with. It's something that I think everybody basically looks forward to. You plant yourselves in front of your television at Dimanche Gras night and you want to see these calypsos, you want to hear these Calypsonians sing and perform for you. So we'll see and we'll find out again. I mean, it's still time, but so you have time to perfect your craft for the semis and then the finals. So we'll find out, and we will have you back to tell us more about it at the end, to say, find out from you how you think it went and what you think needs to be different, and we'll also speak with Tuco on that as well. But thank you so much, Winston Scarborough, the original, the Fosto himself, being with us here on Good Morning Trinidad and Tobago.